Welcome, welcome, my delicious darling dragon friends. My name is Ariel. I am the Sassy Dragon, and today we are going to be smelling and reviewing one of my top favorite fragrances, and that is Addict Eau de Parfum by Christian Dior. This fragrance is absolutely divine. It has been a favorite of mine since I first smelled it, since I first got it. This was created originally in 2002, had a reformulation in 2012, and then again in 2014. I never tried the really older version of this, but I still love the current incarnation. This is a sealed box. I just got a backup for this because there was a good price on it. So I just was like, you know what? I need to have a backup on this one. This is a gorgeous and I think rather unique scent, even though it is in that realm of, you know, slightly gourmand, vanillic based scents. I absolutely love the bottle. I love that dark blue, midnight blue color. I've always been a big fan of silver and blue, and that's exactly what is on this bottle. So as you can see, I've probably used close to maybe about a third of it, but you know, it has lasted a long time because for me, this perfume does well on my skin. My personal chemistry doesn't eat it up, so it does last a long time. If I spray it on in the early part of the day, I'll still be catching whiffs of it into the evening. So it is a very long-lasting one for me personally. Now, this one was made by our old friend, Francois Demachy. He is, like I said, we talked about Dior absolutely blooming on my last video. And he is kind of that powerhouse perfumer. He's done, I said, all of Dior's, you know, greatest hits. You know, he's worked on Miss Dior, all the various incarnations of Miss Dior, J'adore, Sauvage, so many of the, you know, really popular fragrances that Dior has had out for a while, and in current times he has had a hand in, and this one is no different. So this one, again, was reformulated from its original version for the previous two in 2014 and is considered an amber floral. So the nose behind this again is Francois Demachy. Top notes are mandarin leaf and orange blossom. Middle note is jasmine sambac, and the base note is that really, really gorgeous bourbon vanilla. Now when you spray this on, I'm going to put some in my hair first. I tell you, this is such a great fragrance. Every time I wear it, I'm like, why do I not wear this one every single day? And it's only because I have other perfumes that I love. But this is like, this could go in my top 5, top 10, definitely. To me, the thing about this one that hits me, that makes it unusual, and honestly, I feel like, you know, they've only got on Fragrantica, they have only got listed 4 notes, right? It doesn't make sense. I feel like they're keeping a secret from us here, y'all, because it feels like there's so much more going on in here than 4 notes. There's a greenness to this that I love. The woodsiness of this thing. I'd swear to God it has sandalwood in it. Or something else that's contributing to this green, fresh kind of note that really hits, especially when you first spray it. I looked on the official Dior site to try to see if there was more listed on them than on Fragrantica, but there was not. I was like, you guys are holding out on us. There's something going on in here beyond just mandarin leaf, orange blossom, jasmine, and vanilla. Oh, insanely good. The jasmine in here is so, so nice. As you know, I'm not always a fan of jasmines. Sometimes they can be really authentic and they really have that wonderful, true floral scent that's just dreamy and just makes you want to melt. And sometimes jasmines can come out borderline stinky. You know that? When I was a little kid, the first time I smelled a synthetic jasmine, I was like, oh, that stinks, right? But then when I smelled the real stuff, I was like, oh, wait a minute. There's different incarnations of this, right? So to me, yeah, Ooh, the jasmine and the vanilla stand out the most in this. The orange blossom is blended in there so well. And it's really blended in nicely, I think, with that mandarin leaf. That could be where we're getting some of that green. That I'm not getting the usual fragrance that I associate with orange blossom. It's not coming out the same way. And I think it's because it's blended well with that mandarin leaf. And the jasmine in here is just stunning. Now, we got to talk about that bourbon vanilla. It is one of the nicest vanillas because this one, it doesn't, it's almost border gourmand, but it's not foodie. This is not a cupcake vanilla. This is not a, you know, a cookie or a bake shop vanilla at all. You know, but yet it is definitely a vanilla. It's not an overly dry vanilla like you would find in a Chanel. It is really just kind of, to me, that perfect sweet spot for a vanilla. You can tell it's a vanilla, but it's not necessarily one that makes you just be like, where's the cake? There is also something in Dior Addict that has this little spiciness to it. And again, I don't see that in these notes. I swear they're not revealing all the notes to us. They're just not. They're keeping something secret. And it's like it's not quite a cinnamon spice. It's not that kind of spice. It could be a little bit of pepper, but it's a little bit like, it's just got this nice little heart of like this warm, cozy, light spice around that vanilla, and it is just intoxicating. To me, this is a fragrance, because I am not one to say, oh, you can't wear it this season or you can wear it that time. This to me is something that if you spray it correctly, you could wear this all seasons. Summer, obviously, I wouldn't spray much because to me it is a heavier kind of scent. But, you know, autumn through spring, you know, I would say, you know, this could be an easy rotation, especially in those cooler months, because with that light spice vanilla undertone about it, it's just perfect for those times of the year. If your personal chemistry tends to eat this one up, you could spray more of it. Me personally, I just sprayed twice on my head, you know, on my neck, and once on my arm, and that's going to do me for the rest of the night. This was an absolute gorgeous fragrance. I really do love everything about it. So yeah, get a hold of that one if you can. I really hope that they're not going to mess with the formulation of this. I just did a review for the Miss Dior Absolutely Blooming, and at the time, you know, when I made the video, I said I don't think this one is being discontinued with or messed with, but I looked online after I posted that review, and it looks like they are flirting with the idea of discontinuing that fragrance, or it may have indeed already been discontinued and the Dior site is just selling off what stock they have, and then it won't be available. So if you are a fan of Miss Dior Absolutely Blooming, you'll definitely want to get on that and grab some of that for yourself. I don't think that Dior Addict EDP is going away anytime soon. I really hope not. And you can even see how dark and luscious the juice is in this bottle. Oh my goodness. And it really comes through in the fragrance. If you're a fan of lightly spicy, vanillic, with a little fresh touch of green, especially when you first spray it, that in my opinion is very long lasting on my chemistry, absolutely try it if you hadn't. It is a top 5 dragon favorite for me. I will be seeing you guys again soon. Thank you as always for being here. I'm always grateful for you spending your time with me. And if you love this perfume or you like something different from the Dior Addict line, throw a comment. Let me know what you enjoy the most. I'll talk to y'all soon. Take care.